I missed last week's video. I'm really sorry. I'm finally filming the military wife Q&A. I chose the ones that I haven't already answered in like other videos, the ones that like popped up most frequently. Oh, also, I opened an online boutique out of nowhere basically, and I got too excited to launch it, so I just did it. Everything I'm wearing today is from my boutique. This shirt, it's so cute, and I think it would be so cute for spring, summer, or fall. I have these little bralettes in stock. I believe I have 2 left in stock. And then these shorts are out of stock. They're so cute, but I have more coming. Oh, and this necklace. This necklace is also in stock. So definitely go check out my boutique. I'll leave the Instagram page right here, and the link to the website and the Instagram will be in the bio. Seriously, it would mean the world to me if you just followed the Instagram account, especially if you, of course, like supported me by purchasing, but you don't have to. First question is, how did you meet your husband and how long have you been together? So me and my husband met in high school. I was a freshman, he was a junior, so I was like 15, he was 17. We've been together like 6.5, 7 years, which sounds like a really long time. What was the hardest part about PCSing to Oki? The hardest part, I think, about moving to Oki or Okinawa, probably, I don't think this is gonna be a very common answer, but for me, it's getting my NOFI passport. It was so dumb. Since my husband, when we moved here, it was his first duty station. He was graduating tech school, and so typically you wouldn't really have to have your NOFI passport. Usually you would be able to just move without one if you have a normal passport. So since he was in tech school, still it's like they're babying you, kind of. Almost, I don't really know how to explain it, but like because he was still in tech school, they made it a super like important thing to have your NOFI passport. And he didn't have to have one, I just did. Well, I went to the courthouse we are from, and it's a really small town, and they basically had no idea what they were doing with a NOFI passport and sent it the wrong place, sent it the wrong form, and basically I never got it because of that. So last minute, like I want to say like a month before we moved, I had to go on base, the passport office on base, because they know what they're doing. That's why when people ask me like, oh, like how should I get my dog overseas? How should I do this overseas? Go on base, because they know what they're doing. Is PCSing really as hard as they say it is? What's your experience? I've so far only done it once, and it's a little bit different when it's your first duty station. It's a little bit different. I don't know what to say, because I feel like some people, I'm in a lot of the military wife Facebook groups, and I feel like a lot of people make it sound like it's like this horrible thing and it's so hard, and it's like all your furniture is gonna get broken and all your stuff is gonna get ruined and moldy, and I don't think that's the norm. That's not most people's experience. I think that's just a few horror stories that go around constantly, and of course they happen. Like your furniture can get broken, but I don't think it's as common as it might seem like it is. Wait, I say that and like all our stuff's gonna get broken when we move. Is it hard to find work as a photographer living overseas? So I started my photography business like a month before we moved here. I wasn't charging in America because I was brand new. And I probably shouldn't have been charging the first like 2 months we lived here either. 2 or 3, maybe longer. That's a whole other story. I would say no. This is also the only thing I know, I've ever known for photography, so I don't know how it is in the States. A lot of photographers here, but when we're on this little island, and there's only, I want to say maybe 20 photographers tops that are Americans. So we're on this little island, and most people aren't going to go to a Japanese photographer because most of us don't speak Japanese. I would say no, it's not hard. I think it's actually a really good business, at least where I'm at right now. We'll see what's different about Germany, but yeah, I've literally built my entire business here, so I think it's been pretty good. I feel like super blessed that it's actually worked out. Things are required for dependents medical clearance for PCS. I did a whole video on myself getting medically cleared for Germany and kind of went more into depth. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, he's playing with his toy. Come here. Oh! I have a video going more into depth on what is required. It's honestly pretty simple, but there are some things that they will deny. As long as you're healthy and everything, you should be good. Most difficult part of being a military wife and the best part. Now, like the most, like you would expect the answer to be like deployments or being away from each other, and like that sucks. I haven't actually like done a deployment or anything. He's only done TDYs, which are like short, so they're like 1 to like 3 months like tops usually. So thank God. But so I haven't really had that experience to like say it's the worst part. I think the most difficult part is, at least since we live overseas, but I think people in the States can relate to this too, because even if you live in America, you're still probably a few states away from all your family and your friends and stuff. You're not around the friends that you grew up with. I think most of us by the end of high school, we have a couple of like true friends that are lifelong friends, and you move and you don't have them anymore. I think that's it. Or like being you know, like the holidays too, like they suck because it's just like, it doesn't feel like a holiday. Oh, and the best part. I think the best part, honestly, at least for us, because we were so young, I think it's just like, it's literally made it where we can have a life. My husband's 23, I'm 21. It's made it where we just have a lot more of an opportunity to get like our life together, I guess, if you know what I mean. Any advice for long distance couples? My boyfriend's in the army. First, welcome to the military significant other club. So like I said, we haven't been like done a deployment together. And a lot of TDYs since we've lived here. At the point he was going on a TDY, I want to say like every 2 to 3 months. My advice, what I've learned from being away from each other and stuff, is, this kind of sounds sad, but like you're also like, you're living your own lives, and that's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, that like you're living your own lives separately. I don't know if all military wives would say this in their videos, because it sounds sad, and it is. It's sad. You can't expect one another to text you nonstop when you're away from each other, especially if there's a time difference. And so what we do is we kind of get into a routine of like, okay, I'll call you in the morning, I'll text you at this time, you know, I'll call you before bed. It's getting into a good routine of when you're going to talk to each other. Next thing, I want to get married in 2 years, but my parents are iffy. I'd be 20, any suggestions on what to do? I got married at 18, and my husband was 20, so we got married young. So my parents were pretty supportive. I mean, they never, like I said, like in my other video, they never really like had anything against it or anything like that. This is what I give advice like every time I see this question pop up somewhere. I would sit down and talk to your parents. So maybe think about think about what you're gonna say before, you know, kind of like come up with a little speech, and sit down and have like a heart-to-heart with them, talk to them, tell them like your feelings, why you want to do what you want to do. And if they're still like super against it or something, after that, at the end of the day, you're an adult. But I think any parents are going to, you know, come around, support you, talk to them, try and reason with them, try and get them to understand where you're coming from. And I think most parents, if you did that, they would, you know, be more on board. At the end of the day, you're an adult, you're old enough to make those decisions. How do you spend time together with work, deployments, and limited leave? Once you're like married and you live together, it's pretty normal. Like, he comes home from work. Of course, there are times where he's literally working 12 hours or the shift is a really weird shift, and so we don't see each other. But I think like on the weekdays, just the normal days, he comes home from work, I cook dinner, or we go get dinner, and we watch our shows. And yeah, I think that's pretty normal everyday life for like anybody. TDYs, because he hasn't been on deployment, like I said, we just like text each other when we can, you know, have our little schedule. Limited leave, I don't know if everybody feels this way, but I honestly feel like 30 days of leave a year is a lot. It did allow us to go on vacation every like 3 to 6 months for like a week at a time. I mean, I think it's pretty good amount of leave. Last question is, how do you make friends on Face? And I am the worst person to ask this because I don't really have friends. I am kind of like a loner. I like being alone. I like my own company. I have like 2 friends. We have like our neighbors that we met because they're our neighbors. One friend that I happen to have gone to middle school with, and that's about it. I'm not the best person to ask that question. I think the best way to make friends on Base is to go do things, go to the like events. Like he's made friends through work, a job, because then you're gonna meet people at your job. But yeah, like I said, I'm just really not the best person to give advice on that because I don't really have very many friends, like at all. So yeah, so there are my answers to your questions. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the editing on this video. It's going to be a lot shorter and a lot more summed up answers. Please go check out my new online boutique below. All of this will be available on Friday, and then this is available right now. There's still a lot of stuff available literally right now as we speak. So please go check it out. I also launched my Instagram presets. All the links to that will be down below. Follow me on Instagram and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!
Everything we need right here. Moonlight on your naked skin. Summer's blind us to giving. Where you wanna go? Where you wanna go? Stars align onto your face. Pretty sweet, your sour taste. Make me sing along, sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. We got sharing all your deepest dreams, wonder what they really mean, yeah. In the empty bottle lies all the answers. Write down all your memories, feel the things you wanna feel, yeah. In the empty bottle lies all the answers. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors.